Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Oh my goodness, did you see the other day when I got a housewarming gift that was sent to me, which is crazy because I have not put my P.O. box out for a while. I really do need to change that because that is a long drive. But I got a wonderful gift, and this is from Janice. This is from one of my subscribers, and she did not have to do this. It was so wonderful of her, and she sent me 3 of these. Look at this, and I like it. I do. I mean, this is beautiful. It is, if you didn't see that video, it's a worsted weight yarn, 60% acrylic, 40% wool. I love my wools. I really do. And we just hit cold, and this is the perfect time because it sparked me. It did. It was such a thoughtful gift. And hubby was like, ooh, I like that. That looks nice. I think you should make something with this. And he's right. So she sent me 3 of these, and immediately I want to make a hat. And I did pick out a hat, and I started. Oh my gosh, I did. Well, I kind of started. All right. And you'll see why in a minute. This is a free pattern for anyone that's looking for things. No, you don't have to pay for this. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It is called the Gwen Stacy, and it is by Haley Knits. It is free. Look at this. It has bobbles. It has look at the bobbles on that. It has a little bit of lace, not a lot, some bobbles, and a little tiny bit of cabling. So, you know, we're good. We're good. And I was wanting something really warm, and maybe I shouldn't be doing that with the lace, you know what I'm getting at? But that one's a really pretty one. I can change my mind. I can still change my mind. What I did is I looked at the pattern on this, and it says, I don't care about the needle sizes. We know this. It says using a worsted weight yarn, size 5 and 6 needles. Size 5's for the brim, size 6 for the rest of the hat. And the gauge is, what's the gauge? I don't know. We know I'm not going to play with the gauge anyway. It'll fit somebody even if it doesn't fit me. So I thought this one was really pretty. I was actually working on a different pattern that was in my library, and I did that swipe right, left, whatever. And this was the next one. So I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. I like that. So what I did is, per the pattern, I did cast on 110 stitches. Now, they do that, casting on 110 stitches, and you're doing a 1 by 1 rib. And I realized I want to do a double brim hat and still have the extra warmth. So what I did on this is I did cast on the 110. I was feeling a little lazy, so I didn't do it as a provisional cast on, which I probably should have, but that's okay. I can make it work. I'm about ready to lose about 4 stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I cast on with size 6s, that 110, and then I dropped it down. These are size 3s. This is size 3s. This is my Knit Picks Mindful Collection size 3s. Look how beautiful that yarn works up. And you're like, why are you using size 3s for worsted weight yarn? Because I want this as the inner liner. What I'm planning on doing, and that's why I was saying I can change patterns. I can change what I'm looking at, because you can do lots of things with hats, like, right? We can do things. So I can do this one with the bobbles, but looking at it a little closer, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't look at it that close. The bobbles got me. I stopped at bobbles and cables. I saw bobbles and cables. But now that I see that it does have some pronounced holes in it from the lace, maybe that's not the one I want. So I think I'm not back to the drawing board. No, I'm not. I am not pulling this out. No, I'm not. I don't even know how many rows I have on this. So this is just me going around and around on that 110 stitches with the size 3 needles. So what I'm going to do next is probably add a few more inches. Yeah, probably. So this is going to be like the inside of the hat at the moment, and that's why I'm saying that I still have time to pick another pattern. And what I'll do is I'll do 1 row of purl. And see, I've got all knit that I've been doing. I'll do a row of purl stitch, and that'll create that bump, that purl bump. And then I'll start doing the ribbing or whatever it is. I could also, ooh, I could do a picot. I could do a picot edge. That would be fun too. On that, what it would be, since I do have an even number, is I would yarn over, knit 2 together, and do that all the way around, and then do whatever my pattern is after that, ribbing or what have you. And then when you turn it and you flip it, it will have that little bit of a picot edge. It really will. It's the coolest thing ever. So I have options for that, but this is going to be placed up against my ear right here. So that's what I'm trying to get is like, well, how much wider do I want that? Because I want that double thickness there. And I've done that on some of my husband's hats, my son's hats, making that double liner hat. My son's very particular. He definitely walks the dogs like we do now, a lot more, a lot more. It is so cold. And I want that extra thickness. I want that other layer. I don't want just like a lot of my other hats are just the thin or one layer. They're still wool and they're warmer, but for the negative, feels like -8 with wind, and they're not cutting it, right? So this is what I'm wanting to do. And that's what I got hot and heavy on. And I like the way this is working up. Look at how pretty that is. That is a beautiful stripe. And it's done really well. It's like a roving style yarn. Oh, I didn't read all the other stuff. I did on my original video. So yeah, it's Willow Yarns, which is a Hirschner's yarn. That is a Hirschner specific yarn. It's called Sylvan, S-Y-L-V-A-N, worsted weight, 153 yards for the 100 grams. And I do have 3 of these. So I wasn't worried about making that brim really, really thick, really, really long. It's kind of akin to the people who have the Centro machines and you're making that huge long tube and you make this tube that's, you know, like, I don't know, quite a few feet long, and then you fold it in on itself. So then the whole thing is like a double thickness. That's similar to what I'm doing. I'm not going to do it all the way to the very top crown part of the hat, but that's similar to what I'm doing with this. In the past, what I've done is taken a different yarn. I've done, like for my husband, I had like a cashmere blend that was on sale, and I did on size 0 needles because I'm insane. And I made that much of a, just like I've got here, that is the inside that's right up against the ears. And then I did the rest of the hat with patterning and what have you. Did Fair Isle is what I did. Yeah, I did color work Fair Isle on that. But I've done that before, and he's really enjoyed those. So I thought I would do something along that line for me. Oh, you know what? I think I have one of his hats, one of his plain, boring guy's hats. I'm going to grab that and show you what I'm talking about. One moment. So I was able to find, this is just a plain, I know, hand knit. Can you believe it? That much work and effort into this in that color. That man is loved. Now, if this isn't bad enough, look at the inside. And this is what I'm talking about. You can see you've got this much, and this is black. That's a cashmere blend, something, I don't remember what it was, years and years ago. And this is a wool, and it's soft, it's fine, but it's rougher than what this is. And so this is the double thickness layer. He talked me into making the hat. This is what he wanted. I wanted color, I wanted pizzazz. He's a guy, he's like, I want this. This is love. Now, we can get this close enough, you can hardly see those stitches right here. Let me move me out of the way. All right, so then the photo comes in a little bit better. But yeah, that is so hard to see. And these stitches are so tiny. But you can see what I'm getting at on that. And when I got up to, made that inside rim long enough, I knit the two together. I knit one from the provisional cast on and one from the working hat. And that's how I was able to attach that. And you can see how much that is, where it's the double thickness right along the ears. And that's what I'm planning on doing with this hat. And I think it's going to be wonderful. Oh my gosh, I think it's going to be great. This one has survived multiple years. Hubby liked the shorter watch cap, just barely covering his ears kind of thing. Me, I'm like, let's make this thing longer. But hey, that's what he wanted. But look how tiny those stitches are and so dark. And it's like, oh my gosh. You know, this is, yeah, it's like, I mean, this is so, yeah, that's love. That's love. You know you love your man when you make him a watch cap like this. I'm just saying, you just, wow, that's something. That's crazy. But that's what he wanted. That's what he got. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this right now. And, I don't know. I'm not sure if Gwen Stacy's going to make the cut now that I see that extra lace on there, because the whole reason I'm doing the double thickness is I don't want extra wind coming in. So I don't really want the yarn overs. Now the cables, yes, please, love the cables. Bobbles, not an issue with, I love bobbles. We know, I love doing the bobbles, but those are great. I like that stuff, but I'm not sure on the lace. So I might be back to the drawing board on that, but I am right there. Close I'm gonna keep going. I'm not even gonna fool myself. I'm gonna keep going on size 3s. I'm gonna keep going. It's gonna be a bit longer, and then I will do either the knit 2 together and yarn over and knit 2 together all the way around to make that picot edge, and then turn it and work on it that way. So I might go that way. I'm not positive, but I'll come up with something gorgeous because, hey, if you think about it, I've got quite a bit of the hat done that you'll never see. Right? I mean, that's a lot of a hat right here that doesn't really count. That's where I'm coming with that one. It doesn't count. It does. It does. And I think it's going to be great. And I absolutely love it. And hubby was so cute because he's like, oh, I really like that. I'm glad you're working with it. Because he saw me getting out my needles. What are you doing? What are you working on? And I said, I got this yarn. He said, oh, that's a good choice. Yeah, I think you need to make a hat with that. That looks really nice. That's a pretty color. So Janice, you did a great job. Hubby is 100% happy with it. He well approved and is very much into my corner of work on it. Make something out of it, do something nice, make something for yourself. So that is exactly what I'm doing. And I'm making something useful because it is cold. One of the other things for today we want to make sure we don't forget is we have the Blackbird Sycamore Advent Calendar, and this is day 4. So day 4 also is hubby's birthday. So we'll be doing something fun for him. It's not only hubby's birthday, it's our oldest granddaughter. She's turning 10. Hubby's a bit older, and we're going to do some fun stuff. But today is also his birthday, and it is day 4. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my bag. I've got all the bags right over here. See, we've got all these little bags. They rustle around. They make lots and lots of noise. Each bag has in it, each one, here's our number 4. Each bag has in it a card like this, these little cards. What do we have for these? So I've got my collection of cards, and I'm not 100% sure if these are the color names that she's going by, but she does. I don't know if she has a card in every single one, but I've opened 3 of them so far, and there's these cute cards. And then there's the lore behind it on the back, so you have a story on each one. I think that's kind of a nice thing. I have my 3 already, and here is my number 4. Oh my gosh, I'm enjoying this. This is so far it has been a gorgeous fade. It has been so. Oh, we got surprises. We got surprises. Okay, look, we got yarn, and look, we have unicorn stitch stoppers, and we have the Wampus Cat. That's what this one is. This is the Wampus Cat with the information on the back for the Wampus Cat. Just a moment. Let's look at this. And I got the yarn. I'm going to show it with the other things. Stitch stoppers. Keep your stitches from slipping off your needles. Fit size 2 to size 13. Look at that. Fox and Pine stitch markers. So you've got Fox and Pine. And Fox and Pine is foxandpinestitches.com is how you get in touch with them. And they are on Facebook and Instagram at Fox and Pine Stitches, all spelled out. So if you wanted to get some of those beautiful little unicorn stitch markers of your very own, and you don't have an advent calendar like this, you can go directly to Fox and Pine and order some of those. So there you have it. I'm not affiliated with anyone, but these are cute. So you should know about it, right? We're going to share. And I get to add number 4 onto our Advent string, right? We have a not so beautiful Advent string, right? Because that's what I found, and that's what I'm using, which is funny because I tangled it. All right, this is adding day 4, and I've already tangled it. So here we are on that. Here's day 1, 2, 3. I'm going to add day 4 and then hold that up. That is hilarious. We're day 4, and I mean day 3 I've got right there, just trying to get that, and I've already tangled it. Okay, look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous fade? How pretty is that? She's done a great job. She has. I've not ordered or worked with any of her solids or semi-solids before. I've worked with some of the other colors. I have the Blackfire Opal that was stunning. I've got Blood of My Enemies and the sparkle and the non-sparkle base for sock yarn. And I don't know if she still has any of these. You can contact her. Etsy. I know when I first started this just a couple days ago, so she might still have some more left. She had fingering weight ones. That's what I got. And DK, and they were on sale. I'm like, hello. But I already have mine. There we have it. Here is day 4. I hope you are enjoying this and having fun. I'm having a blast. And did we see the bag with that again? Look at that. Look how well that goes with the bag. Because look at the inside of the fabric. It's like, did she dye the inside of this? Did she? I mean, look at this. Look at that. Just gorgeous. It just blends. It just absolutely blends. So this is a lot of fun. These Advents, this is my 2nd year getting an Advent calendar, and I'm very excited about this. This has been such a joy, and I'm looking forward to making something. She has a prize that she's going to give out in January if you make something with her yarn and tag her with it for Blackbird Sycamore. So I have to figure out what I want to make because I want a chance at winning the prize just like everyone else. Why? Because I'm a child. That's why, right? Will I win the prize? Probably not, but I'll have just as much chance as everybody else, right? I'm a child. Like, I want to play a game. I want to play a game. What? There's a game I want to play. So there we have it. That's where I'm at with that. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.